help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in July. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all Karma Latte sales go to the Pediatric Cancer Action Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty in pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Matt Knight, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly sunny skies, and it will be very hot. We'll see an afternoon high around 101. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy with a low around 69. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise mainly sunny with a high around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with Roof Credit.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road.
Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. I have returned from Alabama back in the studio, and oh my goodness, do you ever look through those old memory things on Facebook? And today it popped up. I was looking through my memories, and I used to think I was so fat when I was a sophomore in college.
Dude, you were like as skinny as that pole behind you. That was your sophomore year in college?
I believe that's my sophomore year in college.
Wow.
I thought I was so fat. I remember before it would have been sophomore year because that was when we played Florida State in the Orange Bowl. I remember I went on a bagel diet, and all I did was eat bagels for 2 weeks leading up until the Orange Bowl because I was afraid I was going to be too fat. And then I looked.
Dude, how much do you think you weighed there?
I doubt I'm over 200. I got to be, 210 maybe?
Maybe. How tall were you though in that picture?
I'm probably 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, you might be about 210. Yep, do something like that.
I mean, it's insane. Gosh, I thought I was so fat. I would take those abs in a heartbeat. I got a little rib definition. Man, what a stallion.
You were back in the fold, man. How's it feel to be back, brother?
Feels good. Went and sweated it out. Oh, here's before the Orange Bowl.
Rafferty.
Man, how was you?
Rafferty.
Feels good. Sweated so much yesterday.
Rico, we played in the Jake Scramble yesterday. If it wasn't the Jake Scramble, I wouldn't have played. But we committed.
You guys have no idea.
It was brutal, bro.
No, you have no idea.
Did you have to wear tux?
I had to wear you're talking to Reverend Rico right now.
I was going to get to yours, man. Believe me, hold that thought.
You have no idea when you're talking about heat.
Hold that thought because I want to get into it. So we played yesterday at Pioneers. Big shout out to Jake's downtown, Sean Dunbar and Tony Waxman. They did a great job, and the whole team there, his whole team that put that together. Big shout out also to Pioneers for hosting it. It was not, I'm not getting me wrong, it was hot, but it wasn't like until we got to about 12 holes in is when I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah. And then we happened to get to hole, was it 5?
It's the par 3, right?
6. Yeah, it was 5. That par 3.
Yeah.
We got to hole 5, 6. No, wait a minute. Is it 5, 6? It would have been 4. Hole 4.
Oh, yeah. I guess it was only 4. Yeah.
We got to hole 4, and we started at hole 7, so we only had 3 holes left. 3 holes left.
Okay.
We got to that par 3, and we waited for a little bit because they were doing some, like I said, the other group to complete, and we were just all just sitting there, and it was completely still. Yeah. And that's when my body was like, yeah, I'm ready to be done out of here.
It was hot.
We finished at 9, so nothing crazy whatsoever. Respectable. We just didn't get enough shots in and close. But nevertheless, it was a good time. It was me, Raff, Troy Bothy, and Jay Foreman, the Hall of Famers. So we had a good time yesterday, man, but we were ready to get the heck up out of there. But big shout out to Jakes and Pioneers for a great time yesterday. Rico, you had a wedding yesterday. No, Saturday. Where was the wedding at?
Hastings.
Congratulations on that.
It was congratulations to the happy couple, the Gillens, Thomas and Kelsey Gillen now. It was a wonderful ceremony. It was at I don't remember what the place is called, but it's someplace in Hastings. It's this big, beautiful house on this big plot of land. There's like a shed. There's a gazebo type thing. There's trees and this whole area. It's they rent it out for weddings, but when they do that, apparently the family that lives there goes somewhere else. They were in Colorado, and you could tell, that house in that area. There's like a pond. There's a couple putting greens. It's nice. It's real nice. And I was officiating the wedding.
Nice.
My first ever officiant job, and there were some mess ups. It's okay. It happens.
Did they know? Did they know or you knew?
We all knew. But they said, and the people who attended the wedding said, they were like, it was great. It was great. You did a great job. Thank you so much. It was 1,000,000 degrees. It was humid.
In a tux.
I wasn't in a tux. The groom was in a tux. I was in a black long sleeve shirt.
Oh gosh.
And I had my back to the sun, and I could just feel the sweat just dripping down my back. And I was like, this is disgusting.
What time was the wedding?
4:00.
Oh boy. Right in the heat. I mean, right in the thick of it. Literally.
Yeah. There were look, it was a beautiful ceremony. And it's like right in front of this little lake pond thing.
Okay.
There was a little archway. It was fantastic. All the groomsmen just had the white long sleeves with the suspenders.
Nice.
The bridesmaids had I want to say it was like a off pink dresses.
Okay.
That's a nice color. And it was great. It was a fantastic ceremony. And I'd like to do it again. I'd like to be an officiant again.
So what was your rate going to be?
I don't know. I have to figure that out. I didn't charge them because it was my first time, and I didn't want to. And then they're really good friends, so obviously. But if anybody wants to book Reverend Rico,
oh man,
I got you. We'll
like
personalize it. We do non-denominational weddings.
I like that, Reverend Rico.
I'll bring my kids if you want. They're crazy.
They can be just flower boy and flower girl.
Yeah, we can go flower girl. Ellie was the flower girl.
Nice.
She had a beautiful dress that we were hiding from her for months, or actually for a year. We've had it for a really long time, and we broke it out last week. And Rachel put it on her because we hadn't tried it on her in a while. And, she grew, but it still fit really well. And she goes, Mom, where'd you get that? Or she goes, from the closet. She goes, were you hiding that from me?
I'm appalled.
She's like, how? Were you hiding that from me? And we're like, yeah, we were, because we know you'd want to wear it. So it was fantastic. Again, congratulations to the happy couple. And it was we made it quick. I asked them before. I had a couple separate scripts that I could read from, and I go, do we want to, it's 4:00, it's real toasty, we want to speed this up a little bit? And they're like, you do you. You sped it up a little bit.
Rico's sermon's an hour and a half.
I could talk for a while, or I could talk real quick. Depends on what you want. Depends on how much you pay me.
Was the reception inside or outside?
It was inside.
Thank God.
Golly,
man.
goodness, it was.
Oh boy. So, was it a long one as far as the reception, the dance, and all that stuff?
Yeah, it was long. It lasted well into the night.
Nice.
KJ fell asleep on Rachel, so that's and their bedtime's at 8, but they can stay up longer. I think it was 10 o'clock or so, but before we left, there's still a good amount of people dancing the night away.
Did you guys come back home? Did you stay in?
No, we stayed in Grand Island.
Okay.
Because Rachel has cousins who live there, so we just stayed at their place. They were out of town.
Nice.
So that was. They have a really nice house. I tell you what. Hey, I tell you what.
You guys were there for the week. We're back.
Hey, Christina and Jason. I don't know. I picked that house up and moved it to Lincoln Road. It's a beautiful house. I felt bad though because one of her daughter's friends came up to the door twice. Once on Saturday and once on Sunday, and she's just like, and they said her daughter's name. She's like, can she come out to play? And I was like, they're not here right now. And she just walked away. And I felt really bad. And I'm just like, she's never going to come to this house again. She's like, who is this guy? This guy's just living here now.
And you're darker.
You're not her dad.
Surprise.
Well, we had a wedding. We had golf. It was a full weekend of sports, of course, too, though. We'll dive into a lot of that. We got a lot coming up for you this show on this Monday. Y'all, it is already toasty out there, man.
It's not going to be as bad this week, though.
It's supposed to get cooler later.
Cools down, yeah. We got some 80s this week.
Ain't nobody's gonna be outside. The new college football game comes out. Nobody's gonna be outside.
Is that today?
Yes. It if you pre-ordered the deluxe version, you get 3-day early access.
You got it.
It comes out today at 4.
Oh man.
So is that the real reason Nick took off?
No, he's driving back from Des Moines.
Okay.
Who? Oh, Des Moines.
Nick,
I was
yeah.
like, who?
Des Moines. Right back from Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Watched him some Posty Maloney.
Yes. Yeah. The picture he popped out there yesterday looks pretty cool though, man.
Oh, yeah.
From the concert. Yeah, today's forecast high 94. Tuesday, chance of rain, 88. Wednesday's 80s. Thursday's down to 78, man. So yeah, won't be too bad. Won't be too bad.
Fantastic.
Won't be too bad. We need a respite from all this heat, that's for sure, man. Well, folks, we'll be back again. We got a full show for you. Nebraska lands a big recruit.
Look at this guy.
Nebraska
Hey.
lands the Hall of Famer.
The Hall of Famer. Terrell
The black shirt.
Farley, number 43.
Yes. Put in that camera.
Look at this guy.
The
Hall of Fame. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. But he's got a Georgia hat on. What is going on here?
I don't know. Don't question.
Yeah. I never question Terrell when he wears a Georgia hat.
That's his home state.
He's from home.
It's his home state.
He's
It's
from
not.
home.
It's not a Georgia Bulldogs hat. It just looks like it.
Yeah, you got to represent home, man. You got to represent home. Again, congrats to the Hall of Famer on that, man. I want him to ride that for a lifetime because it's definitely worth it, man. Folks, we'll be right back. We got a lot to discuss when we come back. Nebraska signs a big one over the weekend. We'll discuss. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
The next generation of Huskers starts now. Join the official Kids Club of Nebraska Athletics today to score access to select home games, a discount at the team store, and endless Husker spirit. The free JV team gets you started with a game credential. Upgrade to the $35 Lil Huskers membership for a welcome box and VIP Lil Huskers experiences. Fuel your Husker spirit. Join the Kids Club today at huskers.com/kidsclub. Go Big Red.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through July 21st, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce bacon wrap tenderloin for $4.99 each. St. Louis spare ribs for $2.88 per pound. All natural whole Boston pork butt for $1.88 per pound. 93% lean ground beef for $4.99 per pound in a 10-pound tube. And Boulevard 6-packs for just $5.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Prodigy Baseball Academy, Lincoln's premier baseball program, is excited to partner with the #1 national youth and high school program to offer a larger player development program with a national network for tournaments and recruiting. Prodigy Baseball has been nominated several years by the Lincoln Choice Awards for outstanding dedication to youth baseball. Come see the USA Prime Prodigy difference. For a full listing of tryouts and to learn more about USA Prime Prodigy, check them out on Facebook at Lincoln Prodigy Baseball or at LincolnProdigyBaseball.com. USA Prime Prodigy is excited to announce the tryouts for the upcoming season. Prodigy Baseball is where players in Lincoln go to receive player development, a competitive tournament schedule, and incredible family atmosphere. USA Prime Prodigy will be hosting tryouts July 14th through the 16th at 6 p.m. at Optimus Sports Complex for ages 7 to 14. Jalen Wordley, Caleb Clark, and Mason McConaughey from Husker Baseball will be there to sign autographs and talk to the youth. Tryouts start on July 14th at 6 p.m. Learn more at LincolnProdigyBaseball.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly sunny skies, and it will be very hot. We'll see an afternoon high around 101. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy with a low around 69. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise mainly sunny with a high around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. Starting to heat up a little bit outside, but downtown is starting to ramp up with all the people, construction workers. Good times down here.
It's a lot popping. Concrete obviously gets a lot hotter. It's good to see people out rolling about on this Monday. Nebraska signs another recruit, cornerback out of Texas, Bryson Weber. Guys, Weber is a very good-sized individual. Had offers from TCU, Utah, visited Oregon State as well. Baylor was another one in there. 6'3", 180 pounds. Rico, you would appreciate this. 10.5, 6 in the 100 meters, 21.7 in the 21.7 in the 200 as a junior this past spring. Thoughts, you guys. And also, let me ask you this. First of all, I'm going to get your thoughts on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought you said
first thing this doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
we both were just like, are you going to say it? What's the first thing?
So the two things that stuck out to me. One, he's got very good recovery speed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he likes to bait those quarterbacks a little bit, make them think the receivers are open, and then all of a sudden he's got the speed to come back and recover. And then the second thing that really stuck out to me was he is not afraid to come up and defend with run support. He sticks his nose in there, and he's a very aggressive tackler. So those were the two things. And then, of course, like you said, the speed is always, if you have that speed, you can teach. So
yeah.
So it's a good recruit from Nebraska. I like it.
The good thing with this one is that he's still well, I don't know about good thing, but the fascinating thing about this is he's still raw on the defensive side of things because his first 2 years in high school, he played receiver. He just made the move to corner this last season, got 22 tackles, 2 interceptions, 3 pass breakups. Wasn't on, I'm reading this from one of our friends at Inside Nebraska. Shout out to Steve Mark. He's on the happy hour. But he just made the move over to corner, and that's when all of the offers from colleges started rolling in. He's a big, good sized athlete with great speed. You'd love to see a 10.5 at 6'3". Love that. Plus good hands if he was playing receiver. So it's not like he's moved to corner because he couldn't catch, but moving over to corner and saying that Coach Cooper, who is no longer with Nebraska, was one of the first people who believed in him, is what he was saying. So the fact that Cooper was the first one to believe in him, sent him the offer, they brought him on the trip. He fished with Coach Osborne.
You were showing me.
Yep. And then after the coaching move, the players that are currently committed to Nebraska stayed in contact with Weber. So that's a good way there to help with recruiting. And then John Butler steps into the role. And I'm sure that seeing what he's done with corners currently in the NFL and what he did in the NFL and how his defenses and his defensive backs stacked up with the rest of the professional football, I'm sure Weber thought, you know what? If Cooper believed in me and thought that there was something in me that could get me to the next level, and this guy coached at the next level and is still in contact with me, there's got to be something there. Let's make this happen, and let's get coached by somebody who's been there, done that.
There was always the big question in the air, just with Cooper no longer being a part of the staff, how would that impact recruiting? And Weber said here, he goes, I think he was just getting settled in. He spoke with him on that Thursday. He was really straightforward. I've heard a lot of things from other people. He's a very energetic guy, go-getter type of guy. And said he had no problems with it because he hated to see, Cooper be gone, but he said he understood it. And just good to see a guy like that Butler that took over the position for him. And here's another thing that, you guys, we keep hearing this over and over again amongst Rule and Company, how they're straightforward with the guys. And you would think there would be a given amongst, all colleges as far as that goes. But sometimes that's not the case. Yeah. Sometimes they're hearing mixed messages and things of that nature. But that's one thing he said. Weber says here, for me, Nebraska really just kept straightforward with me. They told me they'd really love for me to play corner. And once I got there, said Weber, he goes, if they saw an opportunity to truly compete and impact sooner rather than later, Lincoln. And he goes, and if I get bigger than they expected, the safety position will always be an option as well.
Yeah.
That's a big safety too, man. 6'3", and you figure 180, whatever he is right now, 180, 190. He is going to get bigger the first 6 months he's on campus.
Yeah. And he's not, and like I said earlier, he's not afraid to stick his nose up in there. So yeah, if that safety would be something, down the road for him. Then I was kind of looking to it. Tre'Davious White, who played for Coach Butler at Buffalo, and kind of the same size region. Tre'Davious White's a little bit shorter, but kind of that same pattern of, type player. So hopefully with that coaching, and like you said, he's so raw, just recently moving to cornerback. And you kind of see that watching the film, but like I said, he recovers. he has that speed to recover.
It's almost good that he's so raw because you can kind of mold him, and he doesn't have any of those bad tendencies that some players might have. I'm not going to go in and say what the bad tendencies are. I don't know. Coaches look at that and they're like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
It's going to be interesting to see how much he rises, getting another year under his belt this year.
Yeah.
I like I said, I like the size and the speed, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do pack some pounds on him pretty quickly and try to move him over to safety. However, they have shown that they do like bigger corners.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what his move ends up being. But Bryson Weber, 3-star out of Missouri City, Texas. They're opening that. They're not opening, but they're still using that Texas pipeline to their advantage.
Absolutely. You guys, let me ask you this. He is going to enroll early. He says here that he feels he has to prove himself a lot more than others since it's only been his second year playing the position. What are you guys' thoughts on early enrollees?
I love it. I love the early enrollees because they can get in, get the playbook down, and even if they're not going to play right away, it allows them to get that extra work in, kind of blend in with the team, get that size, speed, everything that they need to do to potentially see the field. And also, it does allow the coaching staff to get an early look at some of the guys that they're bringing in And you can look at them and think, you know what? We thought this guy was going to redshirt, but he is improving a lot faster than we thought. We are going to need to find a spot with him. And also, it allows them to potentially get those first 4 games in early in the season to see, you know what? You get to get those first 4 games in against non-conference foes. So maybe you'll be able to show out, gain some confidence, and then be used later in the season if they don't plan on redshirting.
What's your thoughts on early enrollee, Raff?
From a clearly selfish football standpoint, I love it for everything Rico stated. From a standpoint of my own personal, or maybe even yours, AD, like take away your last semester of your senior year. I mean, all the memories you would have missed out on, all the friends and stuff like that. So I guess it kind of goes both ways there, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. But you're definitely you're going to lose out on some memories and some, you know, stuff that you'll remember for the rest of your life. But I guess I'm good with it if that's what they choose.
You know, like I said, and Raff, I echo what you're saying, and Rico as well. I personally, I don't like it. I don't like the early
Not a
enrolling.
fan?
I'm not a fan of it, but I understand it.
Why aren't you a fan of it?
Because you only get one time in high school. We're in such a rush to rush kids so often these days. We'll get to college, and after you get to college, no. Take your freaking time. You're going to be there 5 years, most likely 4 or 5. Let me take that back. The college experience for most folks, barring drafting and things of that nature, you're going to be there 5 years if you redshirt. My thing is, our society, we're in such a rush to get kids from this point to that point. Our life is built on rushing and swipe right and go. I mean, enjoy that last semester because you're not going back. You know, I know these are things everybody aren't engaged in, you know, your proms and things of that nature, but just being a kid, because, you know, as we all know now, college sports is no longer college sports.
That's true.
It's a business now. And this young man, we all know, being this highly recruited, there's going to be money involved. All right. That's just a given. There will be some involved in some shape or form.
Yeah.
So my thing is this, there's no pressure right now in high school. You know what I'm saying? You've the hay's in the barn.
You're the man.
You're the man. The hay's in the barn. You've done your job. Enjoy that last few months. You can still study playbooks and that nature. However, I understand it. I don't like it, but I do understand it because college sports, the whole landscape has changed. I get why he's doing it.
What if it comes from the standpoint of they're done with all of their schooling? They don't have they took summer classes. They're already taking college courses, and they're done with all of their high school classes.
You know, in that point, I understand. I still don't like it. I just don't. Now, if he was just going to school, just go to school. That's one thing. Me and you, all three of us in this room know, as a college athlete, it ain't just going to school.
No,
it ain't just going to school.
I think about this too, like, you know, with our buddies and stuff like that. Every time we're together, we talk more about the old memories of other, not the sports memories. It always seems like
the social.
It's the social stuff.
It's the social aspect of it.
That's the one thing I guess you kind of miss out on.
You missed out on that. And you know what, man? This part just goes so fast in their lives, man. So I just, like I said, I understand it, but I don't like it. I just don't like it.
From a selfish standpoint, I love it. I'm like,
oh, JC,
get them there, learn the playbook, get them lifting weights.
Read OJC.
Oh boy,
get them going.
You know, Aaron says some people want their kids out of the area they live in because it's not healthy too. And you know what, Aaron, and that's a great point.
That's true.
Because there are, like I said, I don't like it, but I understand it. Because there's some of those kids that are getting out of areas, to your point, Aaron, my cousin Ike, for example, where they live at in Pittsburgh, where we're from. Now those guys, I can see where some of those kids may want to get the heck out of, you know, Homewood, you know, the area out of Pittsburgh. Homewood is rough, man. Well, my parents were raised at.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, yeah, let's get out of here as quick as possible. To your point, are those factors there. But like I said, fellas, I don't like it, but I understand it. And you know what? Each kid their own. Some kids are like, you know what, dude, I'm ready to get out of here. And I get that. I get that too. So,
and then you got other, you know, like the Carter Nelsons, where
he opted to say
because he had, you know, basketball and track and stuff like that to compete in. So
he wanted to finish it out.
And each kid is different.
Yep.
Some
Each their own.
Some don't. I remember Eric Lee Jr. was one of those ones that came here early. I've been friends with his father since we were literally in grade school. So he had his reasons for wanting to leave early. So
heck, I wanted Dylan Raiola to leave after his freshman year of high school, but that's just me.
You're ridiculous.
That's just me.
You're ridiculous.
If you would have seen him throw his freshman year of high school, you'd want him to enroll early
Brad
too.
was like, "You ready, dog?" I'm like, "Dude, he's 13."
Yeah, I was
on campus.
After seeing him throw that first Friday Night Lights camp, I was like, "Yep, he's ready. He's ready."
folks. We'll be back. We'll be ready for history. It's Monday. It's The Drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here, and we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty in pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Matt Knight, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with Roof Credit.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through July 21st, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce bacon wrap tenderloin for $4.99 each. St. Louis spare ribs for $2.88 per pound. All natural whole Boston pork butt for $1.88 per pound. 93% lean ground beef for $4.99 per pound in a 10-pound tube. And Boulevard 6-packs for just $5.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Health LNK is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. Health LNK provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacements, snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a Health LNK subscription. Find your missing link with Health LNK today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers.
We have 2 boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was, but they explained everything before it happened. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks. This month, the entire month, 1890 Nebraska is one of the official NIL Collective UNL sponsorship. Donate to 1890nebraska.com. Again, donate, invest to 1890nebraska.com. It is history time. And in history, a guy that has an award named after him, one of the greatest of all time, the late Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe, y'all, was a bad mama jamma man. 1912 American athlete Jim Thorpe is placed in the top 4 in all 10 events for an Olympic record 8,413 points to win the decathlon gold medal at the Stockholm Olympics. It was stripped in 1913 because he played pro baseball, but then reinstated in 1982 posthumously. Jim Thorpe, in one of those events he ran, I'm not sure if it was this one, but he literally had 2 mismatched shoes. I think found one in a trash can or garbage, something like that, because his shoes were stolen or misplaced.
Yep.
Literally
They were
ran
stolen.
ran in mismatched shoes and still won. That dude was just a freak back in the day. The late Jim Thorpe wins the Olympic decathlon with a record 8,413 points. 10 events in that time is just phenomenal for the resources they had at that point to do that is phenomenal, man. Raff, what you got, my man?
1923. U.S. Open men's golf at Inwood Country Club. Amateur legend Bobby Jones captures his first major championship, defeating Bobby Cruikshank by 2 strokes in an 18-hole Sunday playoff. So Bobby Jones' his first major.
How many did he win? I'm looking it up right now.
I know he won another one.
Enough.
7.
Jones win. Let's see here, because I think he won a number of them. I could be wrong. It's coming up here eventually.
I'm going to do what Ahman does, and I'm going to do video game history.
Oh, I like it. Go with it. Go with it till I find it. Go with it.
On this day, 41 years ago in Japan, the Nintendo Entertainment System was released.
When?
1983, 41 years ago today.
Wow.
Yep.
Also, kind of in line with what's happening today. 20 years ago in 2004, NCAA football 2005. 16 years ago today, 2008, NCAA football 2009. Both of those were released in their respective years because today is the day.
Oh, boy.
If you have early access at 4 p.m., 3 p.m.,
boy.
whatever. One of those two.
You got it, Rico? Early access?
I do. Well, I have the physical copy, so I'll be getting mine early tomorrow morning. But I will be in work.
So you're gonna be sick tomorrow.
It'll pain me, but I'll be in work tomorrow.
About 4 o'clock, Rico gonna be going like this, Raff and Sarah. Oh man, I'm feeling so
darn
well.
it.
One of the kids is sick. I better go home.
EA Sports College Football 25. It is no longer NCAA Football 25 or NCAA Football. EA Sports College Football 25 comes out today after a long hiatus.
When was the last one?
2014.
Wow.
It's been 11 years.
Wow. How many on the text line? If you're getting it, say I'm in. If anybody's grabbing that game, let us know if you're getting it. Rico, you're going to have the actual physical copy.
Yep, I have mine. I got to go finish paying for it. I'll be headed to GameStop after work today to finish paying for it. I'm getting the one with the locker and the replica jersey with it as well.
So you what do you mean locker?
It has like a little locker with it. A little I don't know.
Man,
I'll bring it into work.
And a jersey?
Yeah, I'll bring it into work tomorrow. I'll show you guys.
So you tell them your size jersey and they get you the size jersey, or just
I don't know. It's just a jersey. I don't know. I didn't tell them the size.
And it says
it
EA
says
25.
I think it says 25, and they'll say like EA Sports, like college football or something like that.
That is cool.
I'm not sure, but we're gonna see. Cool. It's gonna be great. I'm extremely excited. I've been watching people play it over the weekend. They gave it to a whole bunch of YouTubers. They've been playing it, so I'm extremely excited to start my dynasty. Not with Nebraska. I'll start as an offensive coordinator at the great school of Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw State. Oh, we got a number of folks that are chiming in. Hey, Ron, good morning. He goes, I'm in. David says, I'm getting it. David, I knew you were a gamer, man. David's getting it. Big Daddy Travis says, absolutely getting it. Going to be whooping everyone with Nebraska. Unknown Texture 0794 says, I'm in. 5162 unknown Textures may or may not have called into work to properly retire NCAA 14 before the game launches.
How is Dylan Raiola only an 80?
Okay, don't.
Should have been 90 minimum.
No, stop. He is tied with DJ Lagaway, the number 1 rated quarterback in last year's class.
All right, I
who
guess
went to
it's
Florida.
okay, then.
They are both 80 overall.
I guess that's
Julian
okay.
Sayin, I believe, is like a 78 or 79.
Unknown Sector 0794, bring on the dynasty. Hizzlebear had a good point too about staying in school that extra year, which is a good one. I wanted to read that, Hizzlebear, and I like it. Man, I would have missed out on wrestling and track, state medal. Those were such big goals for me. I would have just partied way too hard as a 17-year-old freshman. I'm with you, Hizzlebear.
Were you tall in high school, Hizzlebear? Sorry. I wonder if he was tall. Because he's probably 6'7", 6'8".
Hizzle?
Oh, yeah.
Hizzle's a big guy.
That's a tall wrestler right there.
Hizzle drove 18 hours yesterday so I could be home to play it today and extend my vacation through tomorrow.
Very nice.
I would say Hizzlebear is committed.
I want to know, 5162, how are you retiring NCAA 14? How are you properly retiring it? Because I need to find a way to properly retire mine as well.
Bury it.
That thing has gotten me through many years, many downloads of rosters, updated rosters to play that game. So if you have NCAA 14, please take good care of it. Lay it to rest today.
I got a birthday today, too.
Well, we got a wave from outside, too.
Yeah, Raff's Roadie.
Right, White Guard, there we go.
That's not a Raff's Roadie.
Yes, it
you,
is. I know Raff's Roadie.
Anybody who drives a white car is not a Raff's Roadie. Raff gives off silver car energy.
Silver car energy.
You should have seen Raff's outfit yesterday.
Oh, it was nice.
Oh, boy.
Thought they said Island Theme Day. It was Gilligan's Island Theme Day.
But were you cool, though?
Oh, yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I look like a big flower.
Hizzlebear was 6'7" at 15.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You get another one?
Yep, I have a birthday today. I wonder with EA Sports College Football coming out if he will be retiring Tecmo Bowl. A big happy birthday goes out to the co-leader of Farrell's, 46 years old today, Chicago Bears fan, one of the biggest Dylan Raiola fans I know.
That is
Jeff Essink. Happy birthday
to you, Jeffrey. Happy birthday, Jeff. 46. Is he 46?
46.
No.
Yeah.
Are you sure Jeff was 46?
I don't know. I might have made it up, too.
Jeff, let us all know.
How old are you? Are you 46?
I thought Jeff was younger than that.
I don't know.
I thought I was older than 4 years than him.
I mean, I think he looks 28 just because he's a workout machine and
I think Jeff is older than
running
46.
the Husker 5K.
Younger.
They got like 8,000.
Jeff's got at least 12 years on me, and I turned 31 this year.
8,000 pictures of Dylan Raiola.
I got to see. He is 46, man.
46.
I thought Jeff was younger than that.
He just looks young.
Yeah, I thought he was younger than that. Whoever did push-ups in his class today, God bless you.
Well,
he conveniently forgot about his birthday today.
Whoopsie doodles.
Dude, some of their bike rides, have you seen that? Where they go on like 60-mile bike rides?
That's not a bike ride. That is a car ride.
Hey,
on a bike.
Let's go out for a fun little bike ride, 60 miles.
What, around the block? No, let's go to Waverly.
These are crazy.
Folks, when we come back, we got a lot to discuss. We're going to talk about grass fields. Nebraska's proposing potentially in 2026 getting grass fields. Also, the top 10 games of the Big Ten Conference this year. Nebraska also brought in a new coach whose name may sound familiar for other reasons, for good reasons. So we'll discuss that when we come back as well. Also, there was a kind of a big deal in a golf tournament that took place this weekend and getting ready for the one that's going to be this weekend.
Yeah.
We'll discuss all that when we come back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. Be right back.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Cheetos on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
The next generation of Huskers starts now. Join the official Kids Club of Nebraska Athletics today to score access to select home games, a discount at the team store, and endless Husker spirit. The free JV team gets you started with a game credential. Upgrade to the $35 Lil Huskers membership for a welcome box and VIP Lil Huskers experiences. Fuel your Husker spirit. Join the Kids Club today at huskers.com/kidsclub. Go Big Red. Hey Nebraska! Registration is officially closed for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games will feature 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. If you didn't sign up but want to follow along for results or watch the action yourself, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Thanks to our partners, Nebraska Orthopedic Center, Pepsi Cola, Nebraska Medical Association, and Farmers Mutual of Nebraska.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. It is Monday. Had a lot to discuss so far already, and it's been good stuff as far as that goes. You guys, there's some big games in the Big Ten this year. Rico, I'm going to send you this actually too, so you can see this. So we know getting Raff set up right there real fast with the headphones.
Trying to set up Rico.
Should we just go like this?
Trying hard.
Sure.
But let's let everyone know Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
That's 12 sales right there.
Would you say that's what?
That's 12 sales right there. You're welcome.
You're welcome. There are some intriguing matches this year in the Big Ten. As far as that goes, going to kind of go through those very quickly because we want to get on to Nebraska things as well, change of surface. But not in week one, but you guys, Michigan at Ohio State, November 30th.
Yes.
Who you choosing on that, y'all?
Michigan. I'm sorry.
Michigan at Ohio State, November 30th. At Ohio State.
Easy. Ohio State.
Ohio State?
Yep.
It's Ohio State. Michigan is dealing with the loss of their coach to the NFL and the changes that they're going to have to undergo. I understand that Sharon Moore kind of led them when Harbaugh was suspended, but I think it's going to be a little bit more because there's not that feeling of, oh, he'll be back after this game. Like, we'll be good. We just got to hold it off. It's going to be a little bit different. They're changing it up. They don't have the same running back. They don't have the same quarterback. So we'll see. But Ohio State is just loaded. And I'm really interested to see that offensive firepower with a Chip Kelly offense. People forget Chip Kelly's at Ohio State.
Yep. That is a great point, Rico.
People forget.
That is a great point. Ryan Day is 56-8, but I'm not sure the last time he's beat Michigan.
It's been 3 years.
It's 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
3 years. Let me ask you guys this. If he doesn't, is he on the hot seat?
He's already on the hot seat.
Well, he is
Although
already. Does it get hotter?
And so the thing is, we discussed this on Friday.
56-8.
Exactly.
And we're talking about a hot seat.
It shouldn't be a hot seat in terms of he could get fired from Ohio State, but it's a hot seat in terms of the fan base and his bosses aren't too happy. Yes, you've only lost 8 games in your career at Ohio State so far, but you can't beat Michigan. You haven't beaten Michigan in the last 3 years. It's kind of like Harbaugh, where it wasn't the same record because he was losing other games aside of that, but he couldn't beat Ohio State, and he was on the hot seat. They gave him that 1-year contract, and then he beat Ohio State. You saw what happened after that. But Ryan Day is on like the fan base hot seat, he shouldn't be on a coaching hot seat, at least not in my opinion.
I just don't know who you would bring in, or
you were 56-8.
I don't know if you,
but it's Michigan.
but they have that system going right now
True.
where they're getting the top recruiting classes, and gosh, I don't know.
They have
That's-
11 of
that's
the top
crazy.
100 5-stars on their roster, on their sign. 11.
I don't think they're going to have to worry about it. I think they're going to unload on Michigan this year. So.
Here's what I'm going to say, though, y'all. Here's what I'm going to say.
Rivalry game.
Exactly. Don't sleep on Michigan. That's all I'm going to say. Ryan Day and Ohio State should win this game. But because it's rivalry, you look at OU, Texas. You look at all the big rivalry games that go on. Florida State. You know, I can go on and on. USC, UCLA. You know, when it's rivalry week, new coaches, new guys, new faces, there's a certain oomph that's with that game.
True.
But Ohio State should win that game. October 2nd, Ohio State at Oregon. Who wins, y'all?
That is the toughest game for me. I have no idea. I have no idea. Ohio State is loaded. Oregon is also loaded. Dan Lanning. Did you know Dan Lanning's only in his third year at Oregon?
Yeah.
I thought he had been there for like 5 years. This is his third year.
I actually didn't know anything. I really didn't know.
Cristobal was there?
Yeah.
Cristobal.
This is his third year after being the defensive coordinator at Georgia.
Yeah, I would assume a little longer too.
That he's been at Oregon and he's got them rolling.
Yeah.
He's got everybody feeling Oregon for the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
And this is, if Ohio State is to lose a game this year, this is the one that I think they might lose. I can't go either way just because both teams are looking great. Dylan Gabriel, starting at quarterback for Oregon, is going to have that offense humming early. So I
think that's
I don't want to pick.
That might be the Big Ten game of the year right there.
I don't want to pick.
We got, who said this on here? Big Daddy Travis says Ryan Day will have 9 losses after Nebraska wins the title this season. Wins this season.
Nice.
So that's Ohio State at Oregon. Who do you guys got? Ohio State at Penn State November 2nd.
Ohio State.
Is this finally the year that James Franklin gets it off his back?
No, unfortunately, I still think James Franklin underperforms with Penn State as he does year after year, even though that's more than likely better be a night game, a whiteout at Penn State, and that environment is going to be raucous. I think Ohio State's talent will just win out on that one.
Penn State is a very talented team this year, but according to On 3 right here, Franklin is 4-16 against Michigan and Ohio State.
Yep.
4-16. Now, if you're talking hot seat, that might be one right there. They have a new AD as well. The past couple years there.
No, he's not on the hot seat. He's not on the hot seat.
No, but Raff, that one's a tough one because
But he's saying that because if Penn State was to get rid of him.
I know.
He's not on the hot seat.
That's a tough one.
It is cold. It's very cold in Penn State.
That was hard
No hot
because
seat.
they always perform well, but they never they can't win the Big Ten. Well, now there's no Big Ten East, so they had to deal with Ohio State, Michigan year after year after year, and have to beat one of them to make it any further. Now it's just you have to be better than everybody else. Well, now you have Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, USC. Like you have to deal with everybody now. So it's going to be really fun. Again, another team, but I still think that they underperform as they do every single year. But that you can't fire him, right? Like,
you know how this all plays out. Penn State just hits the Snides. Nebraska wins 9-10. That seat is cold. Give James Franklin a lifetime contract.
But with the scenario you're putting out there, the person that you are insinuating would get that job,
he would,
is a rebuilder. He's not a continue the success, and Penn State doesn't need a rebuild.
But
I understand
when your friends, the AD and the alma mater's calling you back.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Be tough.
It's not his exact.
Not thinking
scenario,
about it right
though.
now.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking about is Raiola Heisman.
Game number 4, we talked about the
Penn
top
State
10.
hard.
November 2nd, Oregon at Michigan. Oregon at Michigan. All the pressure is going to be on Ryan Day. We know this. Who do you guys think?
Well, Ryan Day don't have to coach in that game, so he'll be safe there.
You mean Dan Lanning, or I think it'll be on Dan Lanning.
I'm going Oregon.
I said Ryan Day.
You did.
Yeah,
I was like Ryan Day. I like Ryan Day.
Like, I don't know.
He'll be in another place.
He's been rooting for Oregon that day too.
Yeah, he'll be rooting too.
Yeah,
you guys were like,
I'm going Oregon. I just don't think Michigan's going to be. I think they've lost too much, and I think losing their head coach.
We can't sleep on Michigan.
I know, but I am.
Okay.
I think they're going to have a tougher time than people think.
Oregon. So you think Oregon boats race Michigan at Michigan?
Yep.
Okay.
I think the speed and power of Oregon blended with that defense that Dan Lanning has started to build are going to fit really well in the Big Ten. This will be their toughest road match to start off their Big Ten careers. In the Big House, probably I'll say midday game more than likely, unless Big Noon gets a hold of it, and it'll be Oregon that comes out on top, but it'll be a tough game. That one's not going to be that one's going to be a rock fight. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fight. USC at Michigan, September 21st.
Michigan.
I think Michigan beats the brakes off USC. If USC's defense is not improved, Michigan will hang a whole bunch of points on them because that. Now, you figure USC lose a lot of people too. They lose a lot of people. You had a
Does
very
USC even have a quarterback?
Yes, whoever started in the bowl game.
That guy that backed up, that actually played lights out.
Okay.
I forget what his name is.
I'll
We can find that real fast. Rico, thanks, buddy. USC, but USC is still one of those teams. Offensively,
Sneaky.
they'll get some points.
Miller Moss,
who played very well. In fact, they were like, who? When I talked about Caleb Williams because he played so well. But Michigan, you guys, here's my thing about Michigan. Here's why I still think they're going to be a reputable team this year. Now, granted, they lost a lot. I think 12 to 13 guys from that national championship team. Key guys.
Donovan.
Exactly. But they just reload, though, man.
Yeah.
And, like I said, they didn't get a whole new coaching staff. They replaced the head coach, which is obviously the figurehead, which is the engine. But at the same time, as far as the pedigree, the DNA, the culture, etc., that is still there. And this is the same Michigan team. Not the same, but it's still the remnant to the same Michigan team that pounded Alabama and both Georgia. We cannot forget that. Now, we're talking about an Oregon team, the previous game we were talking about before, getting physical. Michigan just destroyed that conference last year in playoff. Not that conference, but that style of football.
The best team in that conference.
So what I'm simply saying is I'm not sleeping on Michigan.
Yeah.
Should Ohio, what we talked about 2 games before, should Ohio State beat them? Yes, they should. I'm just not sleeping on Michigan.
Gotcha.
I even with Oregon, man, I know they have a lot of pieces coming back, but that game is still at Michigan.
Yeah.
The Big House is going to be a wicked place to play. That is their first indoctrination into the Big Ten, but who knows?
Yeah.
USC at Michigan, we talked
Now
about
you've talked
that
me
already.
into it, AD.
I just don't know.
You
I just
talked me
don't
into
know.
it. I think Michigan has, but it's like they're still going to have a really good team. I think they have 3 losses this year, which is down from a national championship. Ohio State, Oregon, and I don't know. They'll have another one mixed in there at some point.
We'll see what happens on that one. So, you guys, what about Michigan at Washington, October 5th? Michigan at Washington. Yeah, I think Michigan boat race those guys.
Washington lost a lot. Everything.
Your quarterback.
You talk about losing. You talk about losing head coach
Bingo.
and the rest of the coaching staff.
Bingo.
They dipped.
Bingo. I don't think Michigan has
And
any
your
problems.
quarterback.
Yes. Yeah. They Washington is going to be interesting to watch to see how they rebuild from this. They got the coach with Arizona.
Yeah.
That took over. That now he left unceremoniously. You got a lot of players that were pissed at him. Players at Washington were pissed at their coach as well. So we'll see what happens.
A lot of guys stayed at Arizona because they weren't going to follow him, but they did get the transfer quarterback out of Mississippi State.
And
I cannot remember.
I can't think of his name. I can see his face.
He has the same first name as Ohio State's new starting quarterback. Will Rogers.
Will Rogers. Yep.
Rogers.
Mike Leach is still quarterback.
Yeah.
7 of the Big Ten games, of the top 10 Big Ten games going on. Penn State at USC.
I'm going
to me,
Penn State.
The pressure is solely on James Franklin in this game. Lincoln Riley, good.
I don't know.
James Franklin, he better not go to USC and lose.
Yeah.
You can't, as the team that's been the 3rd best in the Big Ten East, in the best side of that conference for the longest time, you have to stake your claim as one of the better teams in the Big Ten by taking out the newcomers as well. You have to beat everybody and then hopefully sneak a game from Michigan or Ohio State, but you cannot lose to any of the Pac-12 teams that are coming in now.
When does the Heat turn up on USC, though, on Lincoln Riley?
Well, I think the Heat's always been on.
You think it is?
He got there, left Oklahoma unceremoniously, brought his Heisman-winning quarterback and hasn't done diddly squat since he's been at USC. The pressure's always been on him because, look, it's USC. You bring somebody in there to win championships. You're not bringing somebody in there to win 9 games. So I think the pressure has always been on him. It'll continue to get louder and more heavy as the seasons go on. This is going to be, I think this might be a not like a year 0 type thing where they just kind of let things go by the wayside. You still have to win. But when they look at some of the losses to Big Ten teams, it'll be one of those where potentially the fan base and management looks at it and says, okay, we were not built to take on teams like this. We're not built to play in Pennsylvania or Ohio or Maryland in December or November. Now you have you had a year to take it all in, build your team the way that you should build it, you got 1-2 more years after that, and then we might have to go a different way.
This is year number 3 for him. For Lincoln Riley,
This is 3.
Year 3.
Yes, because he had 2 years of Caleb.
Yeah, this is year 3 for him. This is a big year, and if they've shown at USC before with Lane Kiffin on the tarmac, they will fire you. It doesn't matter where, they will get rid of you.
They'll find you.
So Lincoln Riley, as big as and as sweet as that contract was, with the home, the big, which we don't know what his salary was because they're a private institution. They don't have to reveal those funds.
It's a lot.
We know it's a lot.
It's a lot.
We know it's a lot.
He's got some benefits.
He's got Penn State.
You see that house?
Has to, oh, it is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Ocean view
of the ocean.
That stuff. Yeah. Number 8, Nebraska at Iowa, November 29th. What happens, y'all?
I'm gonna wait until November 29th. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what happens.
What happens?
Dylan Raiola. Hello, Iowa. He will get his invitation to New York City the day after. Let's go, Huskers. Let's go, Raiola.
Folks, I'm going to ask you to forgive Raff right now. He's still a little jet lagged.
I can't with you.
With the Heisman Trophy talk. Nevertheless, I don't know how to call this because I don't know what Nebraska's going to look like yet.
Exactly.
They're going to look good.
I don't know what Iowa's going to look like.
We don't. We have no idea what's going to happen.
New offense coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out.
Yes. Iowa's got a lot of things they're redoing, but one thing you'd be sure about Iowa, their defense will be stellar.
Dude, if Iowa averages 25 points a game, they could be undefeated with the way that if their defense is anywhere close to what it was last year.
And think about this. I can't think of the last time that Iowa's not had a good defense and good linebackers.
And tight ends.
And good special teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and tight ends, yeah. I mean, tight ends that are basically unused because their quarterbacks have been so bad. And believe me, we can agree with that.
Yeah, they're really good blockers.
Oh, yeah. They're always in the league.
No Cooper DeJean, though.
No Cooper DeJean. And also, I just don't know with Nebraska, like I said, with all dues and purposes, we lost 13-10 last year, okay? And we all know, without going down that script again, how many games we should have won last year if we don't turn the ball over. If you don't have 31 turnovers, which you're not beating many people at all at any level with that many turnovers. With Dylan being in there and a whole cadre of quarterbacks that we have in that room, which has been a major upgrade from not last year, not knocking anybody, we're just looking at strictly numbers. The numbers don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
This game should tip in Nebraska's favor with a returning defense that we do have as well.
Yeah.
But we shall see. We shall see at the quarter. We all know all eyes are on the QB position at Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
Right or wrong.
Yep.
All eyes are right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's where all the eyes
I'm there.
are.
Eyes on.
All eyes on me.
All
There
eyes
he
on
is.
me.
The
All eyes on
legend.
5-star.
Good morning, brother. What's up,
The
sir?
man, the myth, the legend.
He's back from travels. What's been going
How
on,
are
man?
you?
AD, I'm old. I'm old. The things that we used to do freely, we can't do.
Can't do it no more.
We can't do it anymore, man.
I'm surprised you have a voice right
We
now,
can't do it
DP.
anymore. I sang more this weekend than I've sung in a long time. Not
Tell them,
well, mind
tell
you.
them, tell them, if they didn't see you on social media, who did you go see this week?
So I went
Tell
to
us-
Salt
tell us
Lake.
the concert.
I went to Salt Lake for the NBA Summer League. So I got to sit with the Utah Jazz coaches, which was pretty cool, just to watch the factory of it all, right? And then Thursday night, Hootie and the Blowfish they're back on tour, and I'm old, man.
I'm old.
Like I've known those guys 30 years, and you forget what it's like being in that environment. So we're front row, backstage, and then in their suite.
Mm-hmm.
They do suites differently than we do. They do them differently than we do. Everything is in this room.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh. And so my plan was to leave Friday morning to get to Denver in time for UFC Fight Night weigh-in, which is 8 o'clock Friday morning.
Right.
So I have to leave before sun, right? But the concert ends at 12 midnight, and then of course the hangout afterwards. So imagine rolling to Denver to Salt Lake Airport in the Hootie van, in the Hootie tour bus, pulling up to the airport, and then Friday night we get there for the weigh-in. It goes really well. Friday, I look and it's the Rockies are out of town. So,
concert.
who's at Coors Field? Oh, it's Billy Joel. And I know they're the backup keyboard player, right? Tex, he's like, come on through. Now, mind you, I haven't slept. I had not slept the night before. Billy Joel, Friday night, UFC, Saturday, Denver. In order to get back here at a reasonable hour, I had to get up early yesterday. Playing catch up. Not really sleeping. Yeah, today's going to be a good one. I'm with Farley and Bach all this week. I'm going to be doing. I was laughing at Rico. Rico sends out the email, and I'm laughing because I'm like, oh geez, I'm doing 15 different shows this week. I'm on air like 45 hours this week.
You could have took them off.
Well, that's the part that Becky goes. Becky goes.
Do you know the owner?
Becky goes. She goes. You do realize you don't have to do this. Like you could assign somebody to do that.
I sent you the text.
Yeah, like
I asked him what he wanted to do. He was like, yeah. He's like every day.
You big goof. But I wanted to share this with y'all because y'all, AD, you understand this more than like I'm coming up with ideas for what we can wear and what we can look like and how we can present ourselves. But, bro, this one is fire. Okay. So.
Oh, wow.
In the tinted colors with the full.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, the Ticket FM.
That is sweet.
Right?
That is sweet.
Right. And they've got the pants to go with it. So just imagine this fall with that.
Oh, that's going to be sweet.
And I don't even think Rico has seen these.
Oh no,
I saw
I've
those.
seen those.
Oh, yeah, I saw
chains,
those,
man.
Yeah.
Raff hasn't seen them.
Raff hasn't seen them. So, hey, Raff, even for big boy feet.
Holy,
look at that.
Oh, man.
Even for big boy feet.
Holy cow.
Ticket sneakers.
Wow.
Yeah,
all right.
Even for big boy feet. So,
size 16?
Yeah, remember
yeah. So,
old tennis racket.
Coming up, like soon enough, we'll AD and I are closet twins.
Yeah.
So we laugh that. I know that
we can never have too many shoes.
Anything that like this that I find, right?
Problem.
Anything like this that I find, I know that AD is like, yeah, we can do that.
We can work that.
Yeah, and we'll have more events coming up. I'm working on an anniversary little get together. So we got lots of stuff going on.
Man, he always comes.
Watch out.
New ideas. Hootie and the Blowfish, Billy Joel, NBA Summer League, MMA fights, new gear, the whole nine.
Just a week.
Oh, yeah, nothing. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll discuss a little bit more Iowa, Nebraska, and we'll get to 9 and 10 as well. Also, a new surface potentially on the field at Nebraska in 2026.
Yes.
And a new coach that came in as well. We'll discuss when we come back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through July 21st, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce bacon wrap tenderloin for $4.99 each. St. Louis spare ribs for $2.88 per pound. All natural whole Boston pork butt for $1.88 per pound. 93% lean ground beef for $4.99 per pound in a 10-pound tube, and Boulevard 6-packs for just $5.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Keep summer green with Judson Bylene and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
By now, most of you know how important the Honda of Lincoln sales and service team are to the Lincoln market. Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear from Honda of Lincoln to tell you about the great news they just received. Andy, please tell us all about it.
Each year, the Lincoln Journal-Star has an award program called the Lincoln Choice Award, where the customers in Lincoln get to choose the best places to do business. Great pleasure, I get to announce that Honda of Lincoln has won the award for buying new cars, used cars, automotive repair, and even oil changes.
That is amazing, Andy. Any more good news?
Yes, there is, Charlie. We now have more than 100 new Hondas in stock, with hundreds on the way, and a huge selection of all makes and models on our pre-owned lot.
Incredible. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Cheetos on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
We have two boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was. But they explained everything before it happened. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
The next generation of Huskers starts now. Join the official Kids Club of Nebraska Athletics today to score access to select home games, a discount at the team store, and endless Husker spirit. The free JV team gets you started with a game credential. Upgrade to the $35 Lil Huskers membership for a welcome box and VIP Lil Huskers experiences. Fuel your Husker spirit. Join the Kids Club today at huskers.com/kidsclub. Go Big Red.
Play ball! Summertime is here, and so is another action-packed baseball season with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Bring your whole crew to Haymarket Park to experience the magic under the lights and the thrill of the game. Enjoy daily specials like Wiener Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, and Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts. Don't miss out on the excitement.
Strike three, you're out.
Visit saltdogs.com to see this week's promotions and secure your tickets to unleash the fun.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you got to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders or get any type of catering that you might need. We are back.
Nebraska, Iowa, we discussed. Kind of a mixed bag on that. Raff thinks Heisman Trophy potential candidate.
Stop.
Rayola's going to do something. I'm just going to hope Rayola does well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put anything after his name or anything like that.
Do you think he gets a statue? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Look at Rico's
Is that putting the horse before the cart or the cart before the horse?
This is the exact face I make when my kids won't stop yelling at me, and I'm just like, you need to calm down. I just can't with you right now, Raff.
Oh, good times.
Well, the next one is November 9th, Wisconsin at Iowa. What do you think, fellas?
Tie.
I think it's a toss.
7-6.
Well, the Hawkeyes have beaten the Badgers through the last 4 seasons. But also Iowa's defense, again, you guys, it's going to be rough. But Wisconsin's historically is very good as well. But I think, again, that's probably a toss-up game. UCLA at USC. Here's one of those rival games.
People forget. Wisconsin does have a new quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Van Dyke out of Miami transferred up to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to potentially get that. I don't know if it'll be a full air raid, but that air raid offense in a better spot than it was last year with I can't remember their quarterback's name. I know he transferred from SMU. Tanner Mordecai.
Yep.
So he transferred up there, and things didn't go as smoothly offensively for him. But Tyler Van Dyke transferring up from Miami, he was one of those guys that was believed to be Heisman hopeful, best quarterback going into the draft. I think that was like 2 years ago. Last year he had a similar hype, not the exact same, similar hype. Had a very disappointing season. Transfers to Wisconsin. We'll see if he can rebuild his career up there in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't sleep on Wisconsin, man. They're going to be in their second year under Luke Fickell, who in the Power 5 as a head coach, not great, but we all saw what he was able to do with Cincinnati, taking them to the college football playoff as a group of 5 schools. So second year under Luke Fickell, we all have all these high expectations for Matt Rule in year 2. Well, I mean, Luke Fickell's been building things up in Wisconsin as well. Yep. So I wouldn't count them out against Iowa just yet, but I do think Iowa's long-standing tradition and the fact that Kirk Ferentz has been there since the dawn of time might give them a bigger advantage.
UCLA at USC, November 23rd. UCLA at USC.
Battle for the victory bell.
I think it's purely a name game. I don't think that's top 10 game.
It's not. USC wins that name running away.
It's Deshaun Foster's first year, of course, there at UCLA, a team that was not very good. Let's just be honest. They were not very good on either side of the ball. He's
lost
got
their quarterback.
Yep. They've got a lot of rebuilding to do. I'll put it this way. There's no pressure on Deshaun Foster.
No.
All the pressure's on Lincoln Riley and the Trojans as far as that goes.
If Deshaun Foster wins that, USC is in a bad place.
Yeah.
USC is in a bad
Fire up
place.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, USC better take care of that business. Again, all the pressure is on Foster. I'm not Foster, on Lincoln Riley as far as that goes, being Deshaun Foster's first year. You guys, bringing it back to Nebraska football. Last week, Nebraska Athletic Director Troy Dannon mentions that Nebraska potentially looking at grass fields in 2026. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
If you do it, I'm behind it. However, you need to go out and you need to find somebody, an NFL grounds crew guy or a team, and you can't. That's something that you cannot. How can you say you can't take the discounted price? You've got to go out and you've got to find the best person for the job, because you got to realize the weather conditions in Nebraska get a little crazy. So you're going to have to, you're probably going to have to put in the heater things underneath the grass, keep it warm. You're going to have to find a grounds crew that say, gosh, do I say this again? When Dylan Raiola leads us to a playoff game and we have to play a game in December. Sorry, Rico. Sorry. But I'm a forward thinker. I'm a forward thinker.
Is that forward? Or
If you're going to be playing games in late December or mid to late December, or the first game at home, because we're going to win a home game. You want that field in top-notch condition. You've seen fields that have not been in the best of shape, and then at the end of the year, they're all tore up and they look horrible. So that
was with a high level grounds crew.
Yes.
And what I would do is, if I'm Nebraska, one of the first people that I would talk to would probably be the Chiefs, because they have been playing in December and January for the last 5 years, and their field seems to be in fairly decent condition. So I would definitely be talking to the Chiefs for recommendations. If they have somebody, a junior lawnsman ready to make his step, that would be a guy I would go to.
Northwestern has grass field. The only problem with theirs is that they just let it get too high.
Yeah, yep. You got to get some lawnmowers.
other than that, I think it's in pretty good shape.
Might want to head down to Lowe's.
Yeah, I think it's in pretty good shape. Other than that,
gonna have to get some fertilizer. Maybe go to first rate ag and get some nitrogen.
Potentially, I don't know.
This is a full on taking. This isn't one of those like, all right, we're gonna watch this for 6 months. Now this is all year long, and you're gonna have to hire full-time people to take care of it.
So we didn't have this discussion, but I heard somebody, I think it might have been early break, having this discussion last week when it was kind of announced that they were in talks about having it happen. That we didn't know anything about the studies so far with that and how the injury risks and all of that lined up.
Yeah.
Well, looking this up, a 2018 study found that NFL players had a 28% higher rate of non-contact lower extremity injuries on artificial turf than on grass. Players also had a 32% higher rate of non-contact knee injuries and a 69% higher rate of non-contact foot and ankle injuries on turf. Artificial turf can also be harder on the body, and some say it's associated with health concerns like biocides and high surface temperatures. Also, the maintenance costs, like you were mentioning, how it's a year-long undertaking. According to one source, the typical annual maintenance costs for natural turf fields range from $8,133 to $48,960, while artificial turf ranges from $13,720 to $39,220.
Yeah.
So you're talking about almost $10,000 more on the higher side, which Nebraska is going to be paying top dollar for it. They're not going to go cheap.
They're not skimping.
And they
better not.
And they have a great practice facility now with where they replace the turf field and they put turf.
Playing on turf.
Yeah,
they're
practicing
on it, but they have a great, like this year and the previous years, so they know what it takes to keep those fields alive and alert, I guess you say, in the December, January months. So I mean, so that they know what they're doing, and it's just you've just got to go out and get a team, assembled, because I would assume you probably have to hire 10 to 12 people, maybe, or 6 to 10.
I would imagine you would have some more staff hires that are particularly versed and are very well at taking care of grass.
Go see what the people at the Haymarket Park are doing.
Yeah,
that's absolutely that's true.
I know it's different, but it's grass.
You never know. Coach Rule gets out the John Deere one day, says he wants to mow the lawn.
You can't just
You
gotta.
He does
special
all.
stuff you got to do.
Here's one thing I think you have to look at too. Rico, you just mentioned the injury numbers. What are the two young men that got hurt in the spring game this year in just freakish ways on the turf?
Demetrius Bell, and Bly.
Bly Hill and Demetrius Bell. Now, do we know if those are reduced because of grass? We don't know.
Don't know.
But we do know from the numbers and the stats you just read off, Rico, that it tremendously reduces certain injuries like that. Because when you cut, the grass is going to flow with it toward that turf. It ain't moving. Especially that old school turf that we had.
Oh yeah,
when I was down there. I mean,
did you guys have AstroTurf?
Bro, that was Astro
was that
concrete.
Before you?
It was concrete, and then
it wasn't many layers on top.
It wasn't even really turf. It was just like a hard carpet.
Yeah, it wasn't like the stuff.
I'll bring some in one day. I got some.
Okay, yeah, do that.
That stuff they had that came out 10, 15 years ago, where the rubber particles flew off, and they tried to make it safer, etc. Which it did make it safer.
It did,
but you can't replace grass.
Exactly.
Grass is grass. Bottom line. So I personally like the move.
Yep.
Because
but you do have to be careful with that because you've seen multiple grass fields where the injury risks still are pretty high. If you go up to Washington D.C. and you check out the Commanders field, that's kind of known as a house of horrors.
Yeah.
You can there was this graph where it had not graph but like a picture where it just had dots and it was like this person injured here, this person. There was like 12 dots.
RG3 is like 3 on my face.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Kirk Cousins, I think, is another one.
Yeah,
as one of those dots.
So you gotta watch out if you are going to get grass again. Constant maintenance.
And the
Getting
thing is,
grass
too,
is like having a child in a way.
Yeah.
And what I mean by having a child, obviously, but you have to watch it. You have to water it.
Yep.
It takes a lot of money. Toward the turf, you lay it down, it's done. It's there.
And at the end of the day, too, it's football. There's going to be injuries, whether you have grass or astroturf or field turf or whatever. That's football. There will be injuries, but
if you can lower the risk,
exactly.
Yeah, anything with lower risk. Folks, when we come back, we got the RGT. We'll talk quickly about Jamar Mosey as well. What y'all say? I will just say it right now before we go. Jamar Mosey, new addition to the Nebraska football staff. Out of Lee Summit, he was the head coach at Lee Summit North High School for 8 years. Then he left there in February, became an analyst with Central Florida. And of course, that reason why that name may sound familiar because his son Isaiah Mosey, who Nebraska was recruiting, he committed to the Oregon Ducks on April 17th. Some people say, do we still have a shot? Well, who knows as far as that goes.
Always have a
You
shot.
always have a shot.
Recruiting.
Regardless if it was dad or not. I mean, anything until they sign on that dotted line for that year, they're committed to that school. But 4-star receiver out of there, as you mentioned. Rico, some other interesting facts about Isaiah Mosey, man. Not Isaiah Mosey, but his father, Jamar Mosey.
Jamar Mosey, like we said, coaching at Lee Summit North for 8 years, he was a head coach. And for those last 3 years, they were averaging 1-2 losses a season. It really, to me, it opens up the recruiting base in Kansas City because of his ties to the high school ranks there. He was at Lee Summit North for 10 years, 8 years as a head coach. He knows the area really well. He knows the coaches really well. And with the soon to be more than likely approved rule with the ability to only have 11 coaches on the field, now they'll approve it and you'll be able to have more coaches on the field. His offensive expertise will assist in getting him on the field and helping him coach whatever position. Maybe wide receiver. I don't know what position he might be coaching, but just more help offensively for Nebraska, having more coaches on the field and then having him on the recruiting side of things. It's going to be very helpful, helpful to opening up that Kansas City area, which is an area that Nebraska does need to open up. A lot of teams would love to dip into Kansas City. There are certain teams who can go into the two cities, Kansas City and St. Louis, for whatever reason in Missouri, those two are locked down. So if you can hop into there like an Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Missouri obviously can do, those two areas are filled with talent, and with Jamar Mosey on the staff and his recruiting prowess and his know-how in the area, that'll help tremendously for the Huskers.
Absolutely. Good question before we go to break. Brad from Baldwin's got a good question. I don't know the answer to this. How will the grass field affect the high school football finals? Will they be moved?
They're not going to play.
I got bad news for y'all.
They're not going to play there.
No.
If you go to grass, they're not playing there.
They will probably be moved out to Kearney, Nebraska.
I would say UNK, possibly even Omaha. It could be a potential place.
Yeah. Caniglia Field.
Yeah, you could play at Omaha. Omaha's got some options for them up there as well. And I know Omaha would welcome it too.
Yeah. They wouldn't be.
Kids would be pissed.
They wouldn't be playing at Memorial Stadium.
Some parents would be pissed.
Yeah. So that grass field, Brad from Baldwin didn't even think about. That's a great question, my man. Folks, when we come back, we got the last segment to RGT. And it's Monday. Thanks for riding with us this morning. We got Sarah holding down the ones and twos. Rico holding it down. Raff is back from Sweet Home, Alabama. Got myself right here. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
Hey, Husker Nation. Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Hey, Nebraska! Registration is officially closed for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games will feature 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. If you didn't sign up but want to follow along for results or watch the action yourself, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Thanks to our partners, Nebraska Orthopedic Center, Pepsi Cola, Nebraska Medical Association, and Farmers Mutual of Nebraska. Man, we sure have had quite a bit of severe weather this spring and summer.
Tell me about it. My roof is in shambles. The side of my house has hail damage, and I don't have time to deal with insurance companies right now.
Wait, Rico, you haven't talked to my guys at Coalition Restoration yet? They deal with commercial and residential roofing services, hail damage, and best of all, they'll work with the insurance companies to make your life easier.
Okay, what's the first step?
All you got to do is give them a call today for a free assessment at 402-416-8186. Coalition Restoration in Lincoln and online at coalitionrestoration.com.
Prodigy Baseball Academy, Lincoln's premier baseball program, is excited to partner with the #1 national youth and high school program to offer a larger player development program with a national network for tournaments and recruiting. Prodigy Baseball has been nominated several years by the Lincoln Choice Awards for outstanding dedication to youth baseball. Come see the USA Prime Prodigy difference. For a full listing of tryouts and to learn more about USA Prime Prodigy, check them out on Facebook at Lincoln Prodigy Baseball or at lincolnprodigybaseball.com. USA Prime Prodigy is excited to announce the tryouts for the upcoming season. Prodigy Baseball is where players in Lincoln go to receive player development, a competitive tournament schedule, and incredible family atmosphere. USA Prime Prodigy will be hosting tryouts July 14th through the 16th at 6 p.m. at Optimus Sports Complex for ages 7 to 14. Jalen Wordley, Caleb Clark, and Mason McConaughey from Husker Baseball will be there to sign autographs and talk to the youth. Tryouts start on July 14th at 6 p.m. Learn more at lincolnprodigybaseball.com.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly sunny skies, and it will be very hot. We'll see an afternoon high around 101. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy with a low around 69. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise mainly sunny with a high around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday, wrapping up another show. All right.
Show.
Yes.
RGT, what you got for us?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take, sponsored by Cigars Lounge, 800 Q Street. Go in there anytime between 12 and 5 p.m. to get 15% off anything in the bar. Just tell them you listen to 93.7 The Ticket and The Drive. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to a friend of the program. We haven't heard much from him lately, but it goes out to Vince in Napa, Vince Diadamo. So Vince has called in several times. You might all know him when he calls in and goes, "Bloody knuckles!" And if we can't get along, let's get it on. Vince been going through kind of a hard time the last 18 months, really. He's lost both of his parents, lost his mom about 3 weeks ago. I just wanted to let Vince know that, Vince, you are a light of this world, and we love you, and we send you all of our prayers. Just the positivity that you bring, just a great person. I just want to let you know that we're all behind you. So, Vince, next time you feel like calling in, give us a call, brother. You are Raff's Good Take.
Vince, thoughts and prayers to your brother going through those tough times these past couple months, man. It wears on you, weighs on you, wears on you. Blessings to your prayers team, my man. Beatty Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and help it to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. The 80 Attitude Adjustment, folks, is this, and I've said it before, I'm saying it again, health is wealth. Health is wealth. This week I've going to see a doctor to take care of some things and things that normally I would have put off, but I'm just like, not anymore. 3 years ago this time, I was just getting to Savannah. I think the family were just coming back from Savannah, Georgia. That was my first speaking engagement at post-cancer surgery. And I remember just how frustrated I was. I know Raff remembers I was frustrated, mad, just because of the side effects and the things that were not the same anymore as far as that goes. But I'm grateful because had I not gone in, I'm not sitting here at the studio right now, literally not sitting here right now. And so as I go in on Wednesday, I will be out Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday's doctor. Thursday, I'm actually going to play Landman golf course up in Homer, Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's cured.
Yeah. But Wednesday going in to take care of a procedure. But Thursday, I'll be going up to the Landman to play that course up there. But and the reason why I say that is because, you know what, 3 years ago, I didn't know what I was going to be able to do anymore, man. I really didn't, Raff. I remember that last round of golf I had with you, my boys, there at Pioneers. And I was just thinking, man, you just don't know. So the 80 Attitude Adjustment is, folks, health is wealth. Get into your doctors. I can't stress it enough. I hear people say all the time, I don't like going to the doctor. Well, hell, I don't either. No one likes going to the doctor or to the dentist. but it's a lot better than the consequence if you don't. You got to choose your heart. Going in is hard, but also dealing with the consequence of not going in is even harder. So choose your heart and get it in. Raff, take us home, my man. Rico, thanks again for filling in for us today.
Of course.
Obviously, man, always bringing that good. Also, there was a question I wanted to ask. Somebody asked you, will the stats be adjusted on the new game?
What do they mean, the stats?
I'm
like
not
their
sure.
overalls and like their
Can they
speed and all that?
increase from an 80 to an 85?
Yes, that's what they said. EA Sports said that they will be adjusting throughout the season.
Okay, cool.
Don't just end the show.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
just end the show.
Play the music.
Just
Go ahead,
end
Raff.
the show.
All right. Give that man a 99. Dylan Raiola, Heisman Trophy candidate. Have a great day. Have a great Monday. Be nice to each other. We love you.